Hi students, I hope all of you are fine at home. Today we will learn the topic the root, which is under class 11 subject biology, chapter number 5, that is morphology of flowering plants. Students, I hope you know that this topic, the root, it has been deleted from the syllabus this year by CBSE. But I am making this video on this topic so that you have a clear idea about the topic and you don't face any difficulty in your further studies or higher classes. So, you should have a proper knowledge about the topics in the chapter morphology of flowering plants, though it has been deleted from your syllabus. But you should know the things, your conception on these topics should be clear. Otherwise, you may face difficulty in your next studies. So, let us start with the topic. The root. In majority of the dicotyledonous plants, the direct elongation of the radicle leads to the formation of primary root, which grows inside the soil. Now, students, you know a dicotyledonous plant, that is plants which produces the dicot seeds, in which the direct elongation of the radicle, you know inside the seed there are the plumule and the radicle. The plumule grows into a shoot and the radicle grows into a root. So the direct elongation of the radicle leads to the formation of primary root, which grows inside the soil. It bears lateral roots of several orders that are referred to as secondary, tertiary, etc. roots. So, the radicle gets elongated into the primary root, which directly goes downwards towards the soil. And from the primary root, the side roots comes out, the lateral roots comes out. Those are known as either secondary or tertiary roots. The primary roots and its branches constitute the tap root system. In your lower classes, you have already learned about this tap root system, fibrous root system. Okay, so the primary roots and its branches constitute the tap root system as seen in the mustard plant. Next, in monocotyledonous plants, the primary root is short-lived and is replaced by a large number of roots. These roots originate from the base of the stem and constitute the fibrous root system. So, in case of fibrous root system, the primary root is short-lived and is replaced by a large number of roots. Okay, these roots originate from the base of the stem and constitute the fibrous root system as seen in the wheat plant. In some plants like grass and the banyan tree, roots arise from parts of the plant other than the radicle and are called adventitious roots. So, in some plants like grass and the banyan tree, the roots arise from the parts of the plant other than the radicle and are called adventitious roots. Now, main functions of the root system I will tell. First, absorption of water and minerals from the soils. synthesizes different plant growth regulators. That is different plant hormones which helps in the growth of the plant. Now students, you observe the diagram carefully. This diagram shows the taproot system. Next diagram shows the fibrous root system. And this diagram shows the adventitious root, as I have already described before. Now students, you observe this diagram carefully. This diagram shows the regions of the root tip. I will explain the different regions of the root through this diagram. The root is covered at the apex by a thimble-like structure called the root cap. You can see the labeling as root cap. It protects the tender apex of the root as it makes its way through the soil. A few millimeters above the root cap, you can see, is the region of meristematic activity. The cells of this region are very small, thin-walled and with dense protoplasm. They divide repeatedly. The cells proximal to this region undergo rapid elongation and enlargement and are responsible for the growth of the root in length. This region is called the region of elongation as labeled in the diagram. The cells of the elongation zone gradually differentiate and mature. Hence, this zone proximal to region of elongation, that is situated near to the region of elongation, is called the region of maturation. You can see the labeling in the diagram. From this region, some of the epidermal cells form very fine and delicate thread-like structures called root hairs. These root hairs absorb water and minerals from the soil. Now we will learn about modifications of the root. Roots in some plants change their shape and structure and become modified to perform functions other than absorption and conduction of water and minerals. Students, we know that the main function of the root is absorption and conduction of water and minerals from the soil. But apart from this, in some plants the roots change their shape and structure and become modified to perform functions other than this. They are modified for support, storage of food and respiration. So the roots are modified to perform functions like support to the plant, storage of food and respiration. Tap roots of carrot, turnip and adventitious roots of sweet potato get swollen and store food. The hanging structures that support a banyan tree are called prop roots. I hope students you have seen a banyan tree. The hanging structures, which come down from the branches of the banyan tree to give it support, that those roots are known as crop roots. As I have written, crop roots. Next, the stems of maize and sugarcane have supporting roots coming out of the lower nodes of the stem and are called stilt roots. So the stems of maize and sugarcane have supporting roots which come out from the lower nodes of their stem and are called stilt roots. In plants like rhizophora, which generally grows in swampy areas, many roots come out of the ground and grow vertically upward. Such roots called pneumatophores. So these roots are called pneumatophores. Help to get oxygen for respiration. So in case of rhizophora, which grows in swampy areas, many roots come out of the ground and grow vertically upwards. Such roots called pneumatophores help to get oxygen for respiration. So students, this is all about today's topic, that is the root. I hope students you have understood this topic properly. So study properly, stay safe at home and keep watching the video.